Let me put this in perspective for you. Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson and Elon Musk have done something privately with their money that no government on planet Earth has been able to do. They have made reusable rockets. Now, some of you will say, well, the space shuttle, the booster rockets were reusable. Yes, but the overall package, the space shuttle reusable, but the main rocket that the space shuttle, the orange one that it went up on, wasn't reusable. They've been able to make reusable rockets that take people into outer space and then land safely back again on Earth to be reused for another flight. That's something no government, China hasn't done it, we haven't done it, the Soviet Union never did it, Russia hasn't done it. No government on the planet has been able to do what these men have done. The research into that rocket leads to incredible other technologies and advancements, and they've done it in the private sector. Not only that, but they've been able to do it at costs and margins more efficiently than any government. The private sector for the win here. The American private sector for the win. The American private sector has done something that no government, including its own, has been able to do. Now, Elon Musk is not in this race. He has no need to prove himself because he is already with SpaceX already sending people into orbit. That's something that Bezos has not done. It's something that Richard Branson has no desire to do. Branson wants to turn it into a space tourism thing. Branson's is unique. You know, you need less protection energy and the like for Branson's model of essentially his little ship is carried underneath a plane, gets into high orbit, and then takes off from there. Bezos and Musk have rockets that take off from the ground. The Branson one doesn't strike me as very viable because it really is just for space tourism. And you know, he's got his Virgin brand, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Galactic now, on and on and on. And he wants to send tourists to space. Maybe they can make some money. Bezos actually wants to send people further into space. This technology and the tourism that comes from it helps subsidize the project through the private sector to make paths into the heavens aboard Blue Phallus 1 and SpaceX and the like, and their rocket ships. Elon Musk wants to send people to Mars. There is a part of me, I will acknowledge, I do find the space race of billionaires to be a little bit ridiculous. I do. But at the same time, I think we should acknowledge that this is an incredible leap forward in not just technology, but technological efficiencies that governments have not been able to get. And so while we can say it's silly for billionaires to race each other into space, who gets there first, who goes the highest, this is the biggest dispute now. Richard Branson got into the line of demarcation between the atmosphere and space the United States recognizes. The international standard sets it at 100 kilometers, and that's where Bezos went, so he got higher, but neither of them, of course, got into orbit, which is where the real match goes. They didn't do that. Maybe they will eventually. But they were able to do it faster than a government program. They were able to do it more efficiently, more cost effectively, and they've been able to put other people on it and bring this to not the masses per se, but more people. That's actually a pretty neat thing that they did. And again, the technological efficiencies that they're able to extract from this will pay dividends long-term for all of us as they benefit. To see the Democrats out there attacking this, you know, one of the attacks, you can predict the attack. It's that they weren't diverse enough. That's right. It was a bunch of white people, rich white people. That there were no transgender people on the rocket. There were no people of color on the rocket. It was rich white people. Rich white people. That's the left-wing reaction to this. Lots of diversity hot takes out there. Lots of people angry about it. I'm not exactly sure why, but there you have people are angry about all sorts of stuff. You know, the Dune movie. Dune is based on the book Dune. I never read the book. I've got friends of mine who love it, who have told me for years that they should have it. Dune is coming out. IMAX is coming out in theaters. I think HBO is going to run it as well on HBO. They poured a ton of money into this remake. It's getting very positive early reviews, but Dr. Jason Johnson, he's a professor at the School of Global Journalism and Communications for Morgan State, and he fills in for Joy Reid, which shows you only dumb people are qualified to do that. Jason Johnson, he tweets this: a movie about a desert planet in space that features no dark-skinned people of any nationality. Hard pass. Now, keep in mind, there are multiple people of color, black people, Asian people, Pacific Islanders and the like of this, but there are not enough dark-skinned people, and so he's screaming racism. My goodness gracious. Also, by the way, the whole movie is a critique of colonialism, among other things. But that flies over his head. He's the sort of person who complains about the diversity of Jeff Bezos's rocket ship headed into space. This is what the left does these days. They complain about, they don't actually engage in the progress. Progressives complain about the progress other people make in society. They complain about the advancements of society. They complain about the goals set by capitalist society. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez out there as well, complaining about the billionaires in space. Democrats in Congress saying it's a waste of money, and yet they haven't been able to do it. They just blast other people for blasting off. You know what? God bless Jeff Bezos. For a while there, as a buddy of mine said, the richest man on earth ceded the title to someone else while he went into outer space, and then returned safely to planet Earth with a bunch of people watching. And this is just the beginning, not the end of something spectacular. And I personally think it's pretty cool. He and his giant phallus-shaped rocket blasting off in outer space, only to come back.